Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And today is a Money Monday vlog, and today we are talking about some aspects of YouTube that may or may not earn money for other people, but not for me. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why in a minute. But first of all, I'm just going to say, please excuse Luna's very noisy licking. She's very excited. I've given her a Kong with some peanut butter smeared inside, and she's right at my feet. So I suspect the camera is about to get a nudge. So today we're talking about hyping and collaborations. And a few weeks ago, people started commenting on my videos that they've been given an option to hype, and I genuinely did not know what hyping was. And I did a little research and I sort of found out it's a way for fans of your channel to basically big you up, to hype you up. Well, yesterday I finally got an email from the YouTube Creator Studio explaining what hype was. And I thought, well, you're a couple of weeks behind the... Never mind. But anyway, basically, if a creator uploads a video, you can hype that video within the first 7 days. So you can't go back and hype any of my older videos. So you can hype a video that's basically up to a week old. And once a video is hyped, you get points. And the more points you earn, you get onto a leaderboard. Now, it says, videos with the most hype points each week appear on a country-specific, so for me it would be the UK leaderboard, that's ranked by top hype videos from the viewers in that country. So does that mean that my US viewers can't hype my videos? I don't know. It does not explain that. And then it tells me what the benefit to my channel would be. And basically, it just says that my videos will be highlighted across YouTube. So I think at one point I was number 37 in the UK. So thank you so much for hyping my videos. But there's no actual monetary benefit to me, although I could see that if your videos are getting a bit more, getting more promoted by YouTube, they might be a bit more visible, so you might attract some new viewers that might not have seen your channel before, or they might just be interested in the content of your video. So that would explain a few weird comments that I got on some really old videos. So that video of mine that went viral, the one that's now got 114,000 views, I've actually had to put on the description, you know, look, this is an old video, this applies to last year, this was before I was monetized, blah, blah, blah. But people are still leaving comments on that video. And for the most part, I will answer them, because I always think if you've taken the trouble to leave me a comment, I can take the trouble to answer your comment. But there's been a few sort of rude ones along the lines of, how much is your house worth? How much did you pay for your house? And if you downsize, then surely you've got a lot of money after downsizing. So basically, it's people who haven't seen anything else on my channel and are just commenting on either the title or a snippet of the video. So as I said before, whenever I get rude comments, delete, and they are just gone. So if you want to know how much my house is worth, then the very least you can do is ask me nicely, not just say, tell me how much your house is worth. Yeah, and a few of my sort of other YouTube frugal friends in the UK have had sort of similar rude comments about their personal circumstances. So there is a line where we're happy to share some personal things, but there has to be a line somewhere, and some things we choose not to share. Yeah, Luna's licking is severely distracting me. She's getting quite excited by this cone. I might have to take it away. So that's the hyping part. I think all it does is it encourages YouTube to push a video or a channel onto there's a more to explore button. If you go into your sort of home page and you want to look at a few other things. Okay, I was also going to talk about collaborations. Now, I have nothing against other channels who choose to do collaborations and sponsorships. For me personally, I have decided that I don't really want to do that. One of my early videos on making sourdough was picked up by the company that I bought my starter from, and they put my video onto their website without asking me. And when I emailed them about it, they said, oh, we'll send you some things for free, and if you just talk about them. And I did that, and to be honest, it made me really, really uncomfortable. So after that, I decided that I wasn't going to accept gifts, freebies, sponsorships, collaborations. But I do get offered a lot of collaborations, and I thought it'd be quite funny to share with you some of the collaborations that I have been offered. And I get a lot of digital experts emailing me and telling me how they can improve my SEO and my reach and make my channel grow, and and it's all very vague as to how they're going to do it, and how much I would have to pay them to do that is probably the underlying factor. So again, I just delete those emails. In fact, I don't even read some of them anymore. I've also had a couple of dodgy emails from, well, people, but I say men, who tell me that they're in love with me and they want to marry me and blah, blah, blah. So again, delete. I mean, for goodness sake, I'm nearly 60. I'm not that daft. And I get offered a lot of products. And some of the products that I have been offered now, usually I just delete the emails, but the ones that I could remember and the ones that I could see was, I've been offered a heater. I've been offered skincare products specifically for menopause. And that particular company, I seriously thought about that one because it was a small UK vegan skincare company. And when I opened the email and it said they would send me this pack and I was to use it, and then I was to talk about it in a video, and I was to say XYZ. So it wasn't like a true send me something, I will test it and then I give my opinion on it. It was, you will say. And I thought, no, I'll not. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. But I have since discovered that quite a lot of these companies, when they send you the media pack, you have to say certain things, and that is not me at all. So I have been offered things like shoes, different types of shoes, clothes. I get quite a lot of clothing ones from companies that I've never really heard of. So after I did my video about what about holidays, a luxury luggage company contacted me and said that they thought my aesthetic fitted in with their brand. And I thought, I'm talking about not going on holidays, not spending money on holidays, but you want me to talk about luxury luggage. That I did look them up, and it was like £1,000 for a set of suitcases. So yeah, I didn't agree with them that my audience would appreciate their product. And the one that made me think about doing this video I got yesterday was that there was a company offering me a recumbent exercise bike. I didn't even click on the details, but it was a legit company. I always Google the companies separately. I never click on any links. just to see what kind of companies they are. But yeah, it's just Ali doesn't do collaborations and sponsorships, and that's a promise. And as I said, no shade on anyone who does. It's just not me. It feels fake saying, yes, use this product. It is amazing and it does all this, and here's a 10% discount. Nah. The only one I would consider doing is if Lidl sent me something and gave me a discount code for my viewers. I might consider that, but otherwise, no. Everything you see on my channel, if I'm talking about a specific product or company, I've paid for it with my own hard-earned cash, and I will give you my honest opinion on it. So that's a promise. I don't do collaborations. So if you've made it all the way to the end of this wee video, thank you so much. You can't see, but Luna is giving me a death stare from the other sofa because she's off the dairy. The vet did call me back last week, and she doesn't have an underactive thyroid. She's just fat, aren't you? Yeah, her and me both. So yeah, we have cut out the yogi balls. She's allowed a teeny tiny scraping of the pea mutt butter in her Kong, but other than that, and it doesn't last long enough for me to do a whole 10-15 minute video. So as I said, I had to take it off her, and I'm getting a doggy death stare. So if I can quickly get a photograph of her doing that, I will pop that in at the end of the video. So thank you so much if you've watched all the way to the end of the video. You may have noticed that I have been dropping wee extra videos here and there, just of things that I thought that I have filmed and then thought, oh, that could be a standalone video rather than putting it into, you know, a much longer one. I have noticed that my longer videos that I make, even though I know there are lots of you who do watch them all the way to the end, the average watch is usually only about halfway through. So I think a few more shorter videos rather than one great big long one is probably the way to go. Anyway, I have rambled long enough. I'm getting offered. Oh, thank you. I'm getting offered a toy now. I will go and give Miss Luna some love and attention. She's absolutely fine. She's not being starved. We are just watching what she eats, her and me both. So thanks for watching. There will be a Wednesday video. No idea what it might be. It might be a wardrobe Wednesday. Who knows? Because I'm now into my winter dresses and I've got my big black thick cardigan on again because it is cold here. Temperatures have dropped to 4 degrees overnight. So, yep. Very autumnal, heading towards the colder months now. So, wherever you are, stay warm, stay safe, stay well. And I will, thank you. I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.